Are we up? Give me some feedback, guys. I'm getting red messages here. Red alert messages. It looks like my Wi-Fi. Hang on a sec. Let me try and reduce. This is new. I'm in Ome. I'm in the basement down in Ome. And I'm on... Is it a slideshow or have we got any video? Ome. Are we better? I just reduced the bandwidth there. Are we okay? It's going to be choppy today. And it's not going to be a long stream. I've had to make a quick trip out to Ome here. I thought what I'd do is I'd just show you around the place for a few minutes. It looks like we're going to have a choppy feed. Is the audio okay? It can't be. No, my hair is still long. It's because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Let me see in 2 more hours and it'll be gone. Just relax. Yeah, I think it's better. I'm showing a green thing now. Okay. What we got here is I've just set the camera up in the second basement and I've got it. You can see it on the floor. There's a long extension cord here. So I'm going to try and just give you a tour. I'm going to move around bit by bit in the basement here and to give you a sense of what's going on. Where we are right now, actually, I'm in my neighbor's house. I'm in the second sub-basement of my neighbor's home. The door you see here in the middle of your screen is the door through to my home. So the two houses are connected upstairs and they're actually connected down at the bottom. They weren't. We broke open the hole where that door is. So in a few minutes we'll walk through there into where my own home. But right now we're in the second sub-basement of my neighbor's place. And some years ago we took over this place and we took it over and there was 4 printing stations here. At the moment there's only 2. There's 2 printing stations and this is the place where the 2 ladies work who do all the packing and shipping of our prints. This is actually what you're looking at is the Mokuhankan Shipping Center. And it's a 4-story building and we're in the second basement. But even though we're in the second basement, there's an outside. And we'll be going outside. My cable is long enough. When we get to the other end of the building, we'll go outside. It's a hill. And the building is structured on a hill. And when you look at it from the street, you see a 2-story building. And you can't see anything else. And now we're in the second basement. You'll get a bit of a hint when we go outside. So as I said, it's the shipping center. All the prints you get from subscriptions and anything else are shipped from here. The 2 ladies work here. It's too early in the morning at the moment. They're not here. Behind them, they've got all their support stuff. It's envelopes and packages. Now, 2 printers also work here. Tsushima-san and Shiba-san. Shiba-san, the girl who's making her own original prints. You've seen some of them on the stream. She works here. And Tsushima-san, one of our printers, works here. And this is the corner where she keeps her supplies. There's pigments, blocks. You can see we've got this little stand. I'm going to be zooming in and out here. We've got these little stands so we can keep the blocks when they're not being used. This is an active block set. She's making a print for it. And we want to get the blocks able to dry. After she uses one block, she has to dry it out and grab the next one. So we've got a little stand where the blocks sit so they can be dry out after each one's been used. The rest is just pigments and stuff. Somebody's asking the right way. I think what we did was when we did the Kickstarter campaign for the Asakusa shop, we made Great Waves and we put numbers on them. We never number our prints, but for the Kickstarter campaign, we numbered them. And that's number 1. It's up on the wall in the shipping center. And the picture below it, you've seen this before. It was posted on the blog years ago. This is David over at Hokusai's grave. It's not a shrine, it's Hokusai's grave. I took some food. I took some, you can see it. They're what they call daifuku. A sort of a chewy little, whatever, confection. And I made a big mistake that day, actually. I took them over there and left them there. And when I got back, the staff said, "You left them? What are you doing? You're crazy. That's against the rules. You're supposed to take them there, make your offering, tell them to eat them, and then pack it up and take them home." Because the problem is rats. There's rats all over the place, and leaving food in a graveyard isn't against the rules. Whatever. He got it before the rats got it. I've got no idea. No idea. Oops. Let's zoom out a bit here. So this is going to be a bit, this camera doesn't have a really steady zoom. Anyway, that's the Mocha Hong Kong Shipping Center, and you can see they've got all kinds of schedules and, prints that are in stock and prints that are out of stock. They keep their own, Chibi Heroes. I see they're out of the boxes for Chibi Heroes or something like this. And they'll be here in a couple of hours. It's still 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is the second sub-basement, my neighbor's house. There used to be 4 printers working here. Now there's 2. Let me try the first. I'm going to be moving around here today. Let me try the first movement. I've got my computer and the camera plugged in, and I've got them all wired together. And I'm going to try and move now to the next station so we can look at a different area. Hang on here. This is going to be a bit shaky. Excuse me while I move things around here. We are now dragging cables. Hang on a sec. Okay, I've moved over to the desk that we were pointing at a few minutes ago. We're going to be playing with cables here all morning. So, okay, let's have a look. Where are we? We're now on the desk, the shipping center desk, looking back to where I was sitting. You can see the 2 printing stations, and this is how we used to work it. In Asakusa, you've seen the printing stations, they're built into the floor. Here in Ome, we didn't have that flexibility. We're on an actual floor that we built, a concrete floor with a... I rent the space, so... You're asking about my neighbor's setup here. I rent the space. My shipping center is in my neighbor's sub-basement. Yes, we rent it for him. He wasn't using it. I don't know, he'd actually never set foot in it. Never ever once set foot in it. And he wasn't using it, so we did. We knocked the hole through the wall. And we insulated it. It was a concrete box. We put heavy insulation everywhere, roof, floor, all the walls. Anyway, you're looking at one of the printing stations, the way we used to do it when we were all working in Ome. It's one of those kneeling chairs. This Tsushima-san station, she kneels and works forward like this. And it gives a perfect setup. It's easy on the body. The old system where you sat cross-legged on the floor was unbearable. So this was our first attempt at making a good setup for printers. So you've got a kneeling chair. The printing desk itself is angled quite a strong ways down. She puts her block on the front, and because she's kneeling and leaning forward. Then the paper she's printing goes in the front, she prints and puts it onto the side. So this is what's called the Maibako, the front box. She prints here, and then after each sheet is done, it goes over to the Yokobako, side box. Again, she's not here. And she's always got a sample of the print right in front of her. And she's got good light. She's got, of course, the natural light coming in from outside. And this is a north-facing window. So it's beautiful, beautiful natural light. And then to supplement it, she has, I don't know if you can see it, there's an actual light bulb, neutral white light bulb showing down on it. And outside, what you're looking at, the greenery out there, is across the river. There's a river, we'll show you in a few minutes when we move the camera to the next station. There's a river that flows down there, and you're looking at my neighbor's land across there. Yeah, only half of it's underground, so it's a sub-basement. And I should have drawn a picture for you so you'd see what's going on. The wall behind me, where I am here, the wall behind me is the mountain itself. We can't access through the space behind me. It's the mountain, and I'm looking out. What can I say? It's a mountain. We're on an angle, and if you imagine a building being cut into a mountain, so that you can see the first 2 floors from the... Without a picture, it's impossible. Whatever. Maybe you'll see when we get outside. So there we are. This is the rest of that room. This is the second printing station. This is where Shiba-san works to make her prints, her original prints. It's the same setup. Whatever. I'll go over there and sit there for a minute so you can see how it works. You might be able to hear me or not. I don't know. It's the same thing. angled chair. Paper is here, the block is here. Get your stuff ready, pull the paper on, print it, pull it off and put it on your right hand side. All the tools are pigments and things go here. It's a right-handed person setup. The baron is here, the pigments are here, everything's in front of her, notting, pigment, paste, everything onto the block. Paper comes on, she prints here, off it goes, she gets ready for the next one. It's a super, super, super efficient workstation. You can just churn through events. What's this? Hitchens, my mom posted a baby Dave? What? My mother posted something? What? Yeah, are you here today, Mom? Are you here? I wonder which picture she found. No idea. She was able to do that. She tried to do it the other day. Good to see she got it done. Okay, let's move again. So zoom out. The stairs you see going up there, this is going up to my neighbor's home. We're in my neighbor's second sub-basement. Above my head is my neighbor's first basement, which we don't have access to. And he doesn't come down these stairs anymore since he has rented it to us. And then what we're going to do now is, let me turn around. Let me turn the camera to the doorway. And that doorway now goes through to my own home. And that's what we're going to try and do. I'm going to try and move through there, the next step of this migration. I'm going to drag the cable with me. So let me try. It's going to get a bit shaky here. I'm going to try and move to the next place to do this. Computer in the left hand.